It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Younghoe Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Love now to pass on first down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And inside give to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Jones. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's the option play now to the left. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. And caught by London. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw now, here's Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Love looking to throw it. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Dillon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing. Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, Love. And Jones has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Packers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Love. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Love now. And his throw here's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down at 4. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
Oh, look at the juke. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Forced out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Love back to it here after the pick 6. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Love from the gun. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Love eluding the pressure right. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Working out of the gun. Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Love. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away.
Avery Williams deep for Atlanta.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 16. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd, here's Algier.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Back to throw now on first down.
This pass is caught by London.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Mac Hollins.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
.35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Throwing, Love. And that's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Love. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Packers in that first half. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
But it'll be second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Got a man, it's London. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll set up to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
He'll look to throw.
Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Mac Hollins.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
First down, Love to pass.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And this will be caught at the 30.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Love now. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Time to get another look at Drake London and the Falcons offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They begin the drive with Robinson.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw.
And caught by London.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Dancing to his left. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stance before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal.
It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 1st and 10, Love.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Love.
Quick slant to Watson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. The Packers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Love looking to throw it. Touchdown, Packers!
Romeo Doubs.
From 3 yards out.
And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2.
Love throwing for it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 22. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Devontae Wyatt
Picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Pay attention. Pay attention.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones.
Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
First down, going to the air with Love. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Romeo Doubs, his intended receiver.
And it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the delay, Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Throwing, Love. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Love. Being chased out. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
And that's Grady Jarrett, who forced his way through to register the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw now. Here's Love. He hits Doubs on the crosser. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Packers are able to build on to their 4th-quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive.
And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Miller.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 2.
He'll look to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Let's rock and roll. Show them what you got.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Love.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, here's Jones. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.